Players in anger, they say they were sexually molested and abused by a childhood coach.
Now a group of former gymnasts is speaking out, calling for laws to change so sexual predators can be held accountable and children better protected. It's part of a CBS 4 investigation into a gymnastics coach now in Colorado Springs hoping to train aspiring gymnasts. For our On Your Side investigator, Brian Moss joins us now.
These women are telling what are truly horrifying tales. That's what we're hearing. They're saying that their former coach routinely sexually abused and tortured them, but the law probably will not catch up with the coach. To look at them now, you'd never know what they've been hiding.
He made us keep this secret. He just started sexualizing me when I was 11 to 13.
He kicked me really hard, flew against the beam, broke my ribs.
He's a monster, but he's also a con man, and he had all of our parents tricked.
He was my everything, my friend, my coach, my father, my lover, and that's right, my lover. I was sexually molested by him.
Shockingly, they're talking about their former gymnastics coach, Doug Boger, who is now relocated to Colorado. The women were part of a team in Southern California in the 70s and 1980s, known as the Flares. Their coach, a charismatic former champion who looked like a teen idol, Doug Boger. Many of the women now say behind the scenes, Boger was having sex with them years before they were even old enough to drive.
You just kind of go with it because you think, oh, this guy loves me. He's going to be my dad, my boyfriend. I'm going to marry him. That's what went on in my head.
But you can sit here with me today and assure me that they're all lying. They're all making this up.
Yes.
The now 63-year-old Boger says his former students are fabricating everything.
This came out of the blue and I just have no idea why. It is unbelievable.
So why are the women talking now here in LA, decades after they're coached by Doug Boger? They say there's nothing in it for them, no money, there's no reality show, no book or movie deals. They say they have one purpose.
Let the parents know that this is a man not to be trusted, to say the least.
In this group, 3 of the former Flares say Boger had sex with them when they were minors, and he was in his mid-20s. But their claims will likely never lead to criminal charges, because the alleged sexual acts took place decades ago, and the statute of limitations appears to have run out.
There shouldn't be a statute of limitations when it comes to rape of a minor.
I believe the statute should be lifted. The victims often don't come forward until later, and it's appalling that when they have the courage to speak out, the law can't help them.
For crimes like murder, charges can be brought any time, but not always for sex crimes.
That we have it on murder, but not on child abuse and molestation, says something about how we as a society view children. Because when you abuse and you molest a child, you are in fact murdering an aspect of that child.
As they now press to have laws changed, these women say what happened to them gave them an expertise they never wanted on what parents need to watch for.
Be watching out for the signs and be willing to take the time to explore, to get to know your child and to notice shifts in their behavior. Be willing to see, be willing to know, be willing to ask.
Know your kid. Know what's happening. Be aware.
With the women fighting for change and awareness, Doug Boger says he's fighting too, to once again coach kids.
It's still my passion. That's what I do.
This man could walk away in a few years, and the victims have to put the pieces of their lives back together again the rest of their lives. Something's wrong with that.
The women say now they are doing whatever they can to hold Doug Boger accountable for what they say that he did to them so many years ago. And as I mentioned, Boger's in Colorado Springs. That's where he lives. He is hoping and planning to get back into the realm of training young girls and young boys in gymnastics once again.
We'll find out if that happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thanks, Brian.
When officers pulled over